Do you like artifacts? Do you like white weenies? Well, then that's where this deck comes in. I'm not going to give you a 100% tried and true deck list here, but rather a proposal on what I would like to see in this kind of a deck. Time for some creatures. The deck is named after Ardent Recruit, whose Metalcraft ability I'd really like to see shine. A 1/1 for 1 white, it ain't bad, but it's more than likely going to be a 3/3 for a white mana due to the number of artifacts in the deck, which is 29. So I've of course put 4 of these in here. Auriok Sunchaser is next with Metalcraft, costing 1 more, but it too gets the +2/+2 buff if you have 3 more artifacts. It also gains flying from that as well, so there are 4 copies of this. Last one with Metalcraft, and that's Galma's Warden. It's a higher mana value, so there's only 2 of these in the deck, but it gets the 2/2 buff as well, and its base power and toughness is 2/4. A 4/6 ain't bad, especially with all the 5/5s running amok. Court Homunculus is another one that benefits from our artifacts. It gets +1/+1 as long as we control another artifact, and of course we will. 4 of these really help, seeing as it's more or less a 2/2 for 1 white mana. This one's yucky, but it's really good. Mandible Justiciar is a 2/1 with lifelink, and it gets 1 bigger for the turn when artifacts enter under our control. 4 copies of this help us gain some life, and it can also make our opponent puke a bit. Y'all know I had to add at least 3 of these guys. Filigree Familiar is the best little fox boy that also gains us some life upon entry and draws a card when it dies. Only upsides to this in my opinion. Plus Kaladesh is one of my favorite sets, so it's got a soft spot in my jaded heart. Last creature is Mere Retriever. 2 copies of these in the main board. When it dies, we'll return another artifact from our graveyard to our hand. It doesn't seem like much, but it's actually pretty swell. I've got a bit of a card advantage here besides sometimes Filigree Familiar as well. So we've got 4 Basilica Skull Bombs. This is also very yucky with all the teeth and things. Ugh. But in any case, it draws us a card or draws us a card with a combat bonus. So, I don't know, I kind of like it. And then I've gone and added 4 copies of Limbus. It's all the kids are talking about. ETB, scry 1, and draw a card. You can also sack it for life because it's a food, and it'll get shuffled back into our deck for later. What's not to like? Crunch, crunch, munch, munch. Some protection for our stuff comes in the form of 2 copies of Apostle's Blessing, protecting from specific colors for a turn. And there's also Blacksmith's Skill, which gives a permanent hexproof and indestructible for the turn. And it's got the added +2/+2 bonus for artifact creatures, making for a fun combat trick. There are 4 copies of these. As for lands, I've got 15 plains, which should do the trick, along with 4 Ancient Dens and 4 Darksteel Citadels. Moving to the sideboard are other 2 copies of Apostle's Blessing, the 2 other Mere Retrievers, 2 Crimson Acolytes for red protection, 3 Dispeller's Capsules for the artifact synergy as well as removal, 4 Mana Tides for those pesky blue players, I guess, and lastly 2 copies of War Report, which gains us life equal to the number of creatures and artifacts on the battlefield. And yes, that does counter our opponent's things as well. Anyway, I hope you like this one. It'll only cost you $33.68 as of the making of this video. Please tell me what I got right and what I got wrong so I can learn how to deck build better. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks to my Patreon subscribers. And make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss your weekly dose of magic.